Hi folks, it's Kelvin here. We run Coach for Leeds and surrounding areas as well as online coaching. In this little video, I'm going to share some thoughts on flatter training structures with sort of consistent, predictable weeks. So first, let's just explain what I mean by that. So when we think of flatter structures, we think of when we look at our training volume over months, so longer periods of time, the sort of volume within that is quite similar. So we will get some weeks that are a little bit more, we'll get some weeks that are a little bit less, we might have little builds towards events, little tapers and things like that. But the sort of structure is relatively flat. And then in terms of like making sort of weeks consistent and predictable is doing similar things or a similar structure at least each week. So I'll use myself as an example here. I take Monday off, Tuesday is easy with strides, Wednesday is a workout, Thursday is off, and when I'm training for more mountainous events it might have some gym-based uphill work like uphill treadmill with a weighted vest or a Stairmaster. Friday, super easy. Saturday is my long run that usually has some intensity in it, and Sunday is a mid-length run. Monday off, Tuesday strides, Wednesday workout, Thursday flexible day, Friday super easy, Saturday long run, Sunday mid-length run. Monday off, Tuesday strides. You get the picture. I'm doing a very similar thing over and over again. And if you look at my, if someone looks at my training and we look at my volume over the last, 12 weeks, so 3 months, it's probably, somewhere between 47 to 52 miles a week, with the odd week that's a little bit more than that, the odd week that's a little bit less than that. But the volume looks very similar. Now, the training load within that is a light progression, but not too steep. And that's adjusted by how much intensity I put in that. But what this means is I've got some predictability in my training. So I'm looking for my legs to feel pretty fresh on my Wednesday workout, so when I start the workout, and on my Saturday long run. And that just helps me manage how my legs are feeling, because that is a really important part of training, is how your legs are feeling day to day. Not just when we're training, but also when I get up in the morning, I walk downstairs, walking back upstairs, do a few little jumps, just get a sort of general feel for what my legs are doing and, are they ready to do a workout? So every Tuesday run and every Friday run, I sort of start to build a picture of what that Wednesday and Saturday workout might look like. So if I get to a Tuesday and my legs feel absolutely great, and I look a little bit further forwards to my sort of Saturday workout as well, and maybe I've not got an absolute monster workout there, I know that I'm in a good position to possibly push on the Wednesday. But I'll only know that in the warm-up. So when I start that warm-up for my Wednesday workout, I'm checking in on heart rate, how my legs feel when I do a few strides, how I feel on the first couple of reps, before I decide, actually, I still feel pretty good, so today's the day to push. And that's when I'll push a little bit on that workout. And exactly the opposite's true as well. If I get to Tuesday and I do my strides on a Tuesday and my legs just feel a bit flat, or maybe I feel a little bit of a twinge or a niggle, I'll kind of park that information, but then I'll sort of revisit it when I'm warming up on the Wednesday. And if my legs are still feeling flat, chances are I'll still do the workout, but I'll just soften it a little bit, and occasionally I might skip the workout. So I'm using quite a flat profile and quite a sort of predictable structure to predict how my legs are going to feel week to week. And if training volume and intensity is quite sort of spotty and it's a little bit all over the place, and some weeks are big and some are little, and then a huge build for an event, and then not much training, it's actually really difficult to work out if training is working for an individual. So it's worth considering flatter profiles in your running. And that's not saying that we never build volume and we never build intensity. We're not just doing the same thing week on week, but the structure's the same. And that allows us to see what's going on, look for trends within that. So I hope that makes some sort of sense. And if you've got any questions, please pop them in the comments below. And for now, happy running.